Good morning. Okay, so today we're really tired and it's time for bed.
We're gonna talk about dreams because nappy time. I'll go first.
Okay.
So this is very recently. So Cody and Yasmin were there. We were on a beach and then we started getting like massive waves. And it was like really crazy because we were like, what's happening? So we ran into a beach house. Like the waves were like crashing through the window and it like smacked someone in the face. And it was just all in their face. And then we realized like, oh my god, this beach house is not going to be enough. Like these waves are really getting pretty big. So I was like, okay guys, we need to get to tall ground. And so we ran. And we went into this like really tall like mall building. We're out on the terrace and we just see like just extremely high waves like coming toward us, and they were like right on the edge of like where we were, and they were like barely missing us. And then we see this like extremely high like clear wave, and I had some realization. I was like, oh my god. And it was like this dramatic moment in the movie. It was like the climax, and I was like, clear wave means that like a bigger one is coming, which I don't know where I got that information from. And so right after the clear wave, it got like extremely unsettling, like, and it was like there was no waves. This is super long, sorry. There was no waves whatsoever, and it was just like the beach was just calm. And then I was getting nervous. Like at that point, I started freaking out. I was like, we gotta go. I was like, we gotta save our asses and get out of here. And but that was like me and Cody out on the terrace. So meanwhile, while we see this wave, Yasmin is inside the restaurant, and apparently she's having some sort of love story. And she met a waiter, and she fell in love with him, and it was some like Romeo and Juliet shit. So I'm like, we're running, and then like me and Cody, we dash out. We're trying to look for Yasmin, but she's off like flirting with this waiter, and we're like running throughout the mall, and like it's like time is ticking. Like it's like we have like less than 5 minutes to get out of the city. We couldn't find her. So like she's talking with him, and so like me and Cody, we like dash, and we're like, okay, we'll find Yasmin later. But right now we gotta get to the helicopter, because apparently we had a helicopter, and apparently like that's how we got around or something. I don't know, it was some bougie stuff. And so apparently, yeah, so we had a helicopter, and like, but like because of all the waves, it had like washed all the sand over it, so we weren't exactly sure like where it had gone, because it was buried underneath everything. So like we were running, and at this point like we're running on the beach, and it's like you see this wave coming towards us, and it's like slow motion, and I'm screaming, and I'm like, get to the helicopter! And you see this like literally probably mile high wave, and it's just coming towards you, and it's about to like get the entire city. And so finally it was like, it's so close to us, but finally we reach the helicopter, and we like jump on, and we're like in the seats, and then we see Yasmin, and we're like, Yasmin, grab onto my hand! And so like reach out my hand, and because Cody's I think flying this, so like reach out my hand, and like she's right there. But then she's with the love of her life, and so she's like, no, I don't want to go. And then he's like, baby, just go without me. Because there was only one seat left in the helicopter.
Oh, God.
So he's like, just go without me. And then she's like, I love you, or something happened. And then we grabbed her hand, and literally it's coming. We're like this close, and I grabbed her hand, and we just like shot up. And then it's like, boom. And then like the tidal wave fell on the entire city and like killed everybody. And it was literally so sad. Like I felt the pain, and like felt it so hard.
Hey. Here goes my story. Sorry, I'm like really sick right now, so my voice, just deal with it. Mine actually happened last night. Here's what happened. So basically, for some reason, I took up a job as like an electrician, and then like I had to go basically underneath people's houses in order to fix the light problems. Like I was just like going through my rounds, like going to each house and like doing it, and like I think I had this business with my brother or something, but like we were like both just like, you know, doing the electrical stuff. And then we come to a new client's house, and like there was rumors going around that their house was haunted with like this monkey ghost thing. So basically like we had to go underneath the house, and like we had to fix it because, you know, you're hired to fix shit. And then for some reason they were like, oh, our basement has mirrors all around it, and then the only way to get in the basement is through a ladder that's like kind of on the side. I start climbing down the stairs, right? And like when you're climbing downstairs, like you look down to see like so your feet like don't like fall and everything. So I wasn't like looking up because like there's the ladders and then there's the mirrors, right? So then like I climb down and I'm already at the bottom. I look in the mirror and right behind me in the mirror was the freaking demon thing, and it like looked at me straight in the eyes and it started screeching. Like it screeched like a demon, like a pterodactyl with a demon and a lion and everything all combined, and it started screaming right in my ear, right behind me. And then I was like, holy moly, guacamole! And I started like climbing the ladder as fast as I possibly could, but then it grabbed me by the shirt and I look up and I see my brother like looking at me like, what's going on? And then I like get dragged down by this like demon monkey thing, and I'm like screaming for my life, and then I wake up and literally for the first time in my entire life, I like jolted awake, like I was literally like, lying down and boom, I'm like, oh my god! It was so scary. Like I couldn't like sleep for like a good 30 minutes. Oh my god. It was scary. It's some real shit. It's life advice. Da 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 da. Life advice. You are the only one stopping yourself from doing what you really want to do.
Just don't put yourself down. You have the potential to be great. You have the potential to go out and do it. No!
Our favorite
I'm gonna say Freaky Friday. We went to Chipotle to get a free burrito. And on our way back, we were waiting for the bus to get there. But then the light isn't turning so we could cross the street, but the bus gets there. And like, we're like, wait! So like, finally the bus starts. We hear like the engine start booming and like, he's starting to take off, and then it turns green and we like run! We bolt across the street, and like he sees all of us running, and then he sees us and he stops and he waits for us, and he was super nice, and and then I walk in and he's like, you got this, like take your time, it's okay. And then like I didn't even pull out my card, but he's like, you're good to go. And I was like, ah!
My favorite Friday was actually this past Friday. My friend Lindsley, it was her birthday and she came down from Irvine, and me and a group of friends, we all just went out and partied basically a little bit together. Here's like a really ugly picture of all of us, and here's an ugly picture of me and Lindsley. And it was just a really fun night, like a lot of cool people, a lot of cool things happened, and yeah.
Yeah!
Juices. Bow, bow, bow.
Can I ask a question? And you'd be like, dreams are an illusion created by your imaginations. Imagination.